Hello everyone. Today I'll discuss about negative pressure wound therapy. This is a common question frequently asked in exams. I have also got this topic as a theory question in my exam. So, starting with the definition, what is NPWT? So, NPWT stands for negative pressure wound therapy. By the name, we know that this is a wound healing technique. A foam material is used which is placed over the wound, sealed with adhesive drape and connected to the suction that applies atmospheric pressure. It converts an open wound to a controlled closed environment, promoting faster healing and wound bed preparation. So, what is the mechanism of action? First, being the fluid removal. It removes excess interstitial fluid, which improves microcirculation, oxygen delivery, removes toxins, inflammatory mediators, and proteolytic enzymes, and decreases edema. The next principle is the mechanical effect. So, a negative pressure creates macro strain and micro strain. Macro strain draws wound edges together, and micro strain leads to angiogenesis, granulation tissue formation, cellular proliferation. The next mechanism of action is reduction in bacterial load. It helps decrease contamination and infection rate. The next action is effect on closed incisions, reduces tension in suture line. After understanding how NPWT works, it is important to know the method of application. Step 1. Wound contact layer, usually over skin grafts, to prevent pain and granulation in growth. Something like a petroleum gauze, which is commonly called as bactigras. The next step, we apply the foam dressings. So we have two types of foam dressing, the black foam, which is polyurethane, white foam, which is polyvinyl alcohol made. The black foam is hydrophobic and the white foam is hydrophilic. So the hydrophobic foam promotes granulation tissue and is most commonly used, and hydrophilic white foam is generally used near vessels, nerves or delicate structures, and it is less adherent. Sometimes we can get a silver foam coated with antimicrobial silver and used in contaminated wounds. We come to the next step. We seal the wound with adhesive drape, which creates an airtight environment. And step 4, we apply the negative pressure. So how much is the pressure? It is usually kept minus 50 to minus 125 millimeter mercury, where minus 80 millimeter mercury gives the maximum blood flow. We can keep it in a continuous versus intermittent mode. Dressing change is usually every 3 to 4 days, maybe more frequent in infected wounds. Besides standard NPWT, special modifications are also used in clinical practice, like instillation NPWT, where there is periodic instillation of saline or antimicrobial fluid. Fluid dwells for 6 to 20 minutes before suction resumes. It helps reduce debridement frequency and improves wound cleansing. Another is incisional NPWT, which is applied over closed incision in high-risk patients which have tendency of gaping of wound. NPWT is now widely used in many surgical and reconstructive conditions. So we need to know the indications and also the contraindications. So in indication, they are used in acute and chronic wounds, in traumatic wounds, in dehiscent wounds, pressure sores, diabetic ulcers, venous ulcers, burns, grafts, open abdomen, or any orthopedic wounds. It is contraindicated in cases of wounds with exposed vessels, nerves, malignancies in wound, untreated osteomyelitis, unexplored fistulas, fresh anastomosis, and necrotic tissue with eschars. Although highly useful, NPWT can also produce complications. The complications include skin maceration, erythema, bleeding, retained sponge in wound, infection, mechanical failures, or flaring up of toxic shock syndrome. Very rare. So to summarize, NPWT promotes faster granulation tissue. The black foam is most commonly used. NPWT is highly effective for diabetic foot ulcers. Contraindications must always be excluded before its use. Thank you.